Welcome back to another episode of Greatest Modded Minecraft series. Episode 28, I think. Hopefully. But yeah. So last episode we automated Tesseracts. All very good. Why? Well, now I don't have to channel through all the rock and start moving cables. I don't really like it too much. As you can probably see here, we're starting to get quite a bit of iron from our quarry. I've moved it once now and it's now started again. We're a little bit bottlenecked. If I go to crushed ores, we've got 400 of that to actually go, 300 lead, etc, etc, etc. So not going to worry about it too much, but it's all still powered by lava. It's still going fine. We have, however, Tesseracts. Let's get a few of them. And this stage, I think I'm going to switch the power for the ME network. Hopefully without losing my controller. To be powered from our renewable power. So I've put this down here. You can only really have one controller in the system, so you don't need to interact with it that much, so you can put it wherever you like, really. I could probably hide it in here. I don't really need it that much. There we go. Low power though, so let's give it some power. It's like a glimmer of light thing. Yeah, it is. Slightly annoying. RF power, go. And we're powered up. Easy. So our system's available to us. And it's no longer going to get shut out when we, even if we try to use up too much power by the machines, it's just not going to work. So we can reclaim all this gold cable that we used. Really should have done the Tesseracts first before replacing all this cable. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes worthwhile just to get things running. Yeah, worry about the rest later. So that's the upstairs workshop, that's the downstairs ore processing. All very simple. Nice. Okay. And I'll neaten this up later. You'll notice I've also put a Tesseract here. That's the redstone cable, which is to each of these. So again, these no longer have energy problems. And Tesseract's great. So let's go down to our power room. As you can see, wherever we left it last time, this Tesseract is supplying power out to the quarries and our other machines. So technically we could run out of power, assuming, these and our steam boiler weren't able to keep up. Slow drain. That's mainly the quarry. Worst case, obviously the quarry is going to finish in a few hours. If that drains, I could always move this down one and then drain the next one. It's not too big a deal. So that's all sorted. So what are we going to do this episode? Well, we've got a couple more Tesseracts, so why don't we go make something useful with them? I've been threatening to do farming for a while. We definitely need more wood to keep it supplied. So that'd be useful. But at the same time, should really automate those ender pearls as well. Just far, far too scared of losing the seeds. And these guys, yeah, we should sort these guys out. Alright. Let's see what we can do. How far? Options. Okay, so we're on 47, so if I dig that way, I'm likely to hit water. Am I concerned about that? Not that concerned. Cows and chickens. Chickens are probably the easiest. Alright. So let's get started with what we're going to need. And I may need to move the chickens and everything else and what have you to somewhere else, but that's okay. Hide you. We're probably going to need some patterns this episode, so just build me 20. Thank you. And what I'm going to want is a grinder. Okay, plastic sheets, golden sword, books, piston, factory machine block. Okay, so there's plenty to teach the system how to make. Have I already got factory machine blocks in here? Probably don't. Nope. Okay. Mine Factory Reloaded is a great mod. It has lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of things you can do with it. Let's start just by teaching it how to build some of the basic stuff. So, factory machine block. Those code is 3. That is shaped, so we can do that. That's okay. Assuming I haven't already done it, I may have. This, however, is smelting rubber. We're really going to need a rubber farm fairly soon because smelting a single one is torturous. Yeah. Do I have any raw plastic? Do. Okay. Do I have any plastic sheeting? I do. Okay, so I've done this before. Fine. Let's throw both of you in here. Now we wanted a grinder. So what else? What other recipes do we need? Well, we need to teach it. Let's make a golden pick. Although that's gonna break with sticks, so there's a recipe for that. Piston it knows how to make, book it knows how to make, so that should be a grinder done. And what else do we need? Gotta remember what the actual item's called. Mine factory. There we go. No, 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 no. Chronotyper, that's the one we want. Oh, emeralds and purple dye, which I likely don't have. Oops. Okay, so the system can make. Oh. Do we have any purple dye? Okay, do we have any red dye? Do. Okay. Let's just make purple. Lapis. Yeah, that should do. 16. Let's hope I have emeralds because oh, wrong thing. Let's hope I have emeralds because I can't make those yet. Yeah, I've got enough. Okay. Fine, so let's order Give me a chronotyper. One of. Give me grinder. One of. Oh, it's not a pick recipe, it's a sword, isn't it? Okay. Or at least I need that as well. Grinder. Really, this doesn't know how to make stone. I should teach it, but at the same time, not concerned right now. One grinder. We want some redstone conduit. Not very much of it though. Really? I don't want to make conduit. Ugh, that's horrible. I really should teach you to make this. Yeah, let's teach you to make it because we're going to use enough of it as we go on, so we're going to want this recipe. Fine. And now we have the unfilled version, we want the filled version. So let's just... So it's 2-to-1 ratio, so we're going to need another recipe. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Manual recipe. We want one of these. 2 of these. Produces one of these. Code. Now I could make it yet another lot of... Probably going to have to. Maybe not. These machines down here, we don't want them to conflict with each other. We want to make sure... not that set. Okay, so this set is already able to turn redstone, at least in this, so this side won't conflict. But this side might do if we try and make... blaze powder at the same time as this. It could conflict, so let's hope that doesn't happen. If it does, we can always build another set of these, but it shouldn't be too urgent, too much of a problem initially, as long as we remember that. There's the recipe, so is that it, I wonder? Yeah, that should be. Let's give it a try. So let's make 16. And I'm missing electrum, which you can't make. We want a direct way of making electrum, which is an induction smelter to get 2 electrum. Fine, so I want a gold or silver. Alright, See how we're getting more gold now? For the moment, I know I'm just going to get a lot of silver. I've got enough that I can just process it. I could teach the assistant to do this, but yeah, it's pretty quick. Let's just get a few of these. Oh, you made 5, 6. Okay, it's definitely working. Yeah, you'll do for now. So, grinder, chronotyper. We also want to feed the animals via wheat, which we need a wheat farm. Let's set up the other stuff first. Hopefully I won't hit water. If I do, I'm going to have to move this somewhere else. Well, leather first. Those chickens are annoying. Fine. So we want to put a chronotyper in place. And I've got to remember which way around this goes. That's probably going to be the wrong way. Okay, so we're moving babies. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. This is the kill room. That is not. So, if babies are being moved, we need a bit of power. And this is where our tesseracts come in. We're going to want power for a number of these machines, so let's just dig this way a bit. There we go. I could just put the tesseract underneath, but I'm actually going to need this to be supplying multiple places, so I want it somewhere accessible just in case. So we can just drop you here. RF power, yes. Good. It's all working. Okay, so I forgot that the right way around, it should move babies into the other side of things. So let's go and get some wheat. Oh, wrong room. Sorry, guys. There we go. Of course I've got this the wrong way around. Ha! See? Babies. And an unfortunate parallel of real life. I'm afraid you're going to get ground up when you turn into an adult. So this is the kind of feedstock. This is the kind of bit depressing slaughter for leather and beef for us. So let's start this side. We're going to want a grinder. And I don't really want to hook this up to the last minute, but we also want the grinder to face the right way. Easier to tell on this one. There we go. Sorry. So sorry. So we also want this to connect to our other system. And we could just dig underneath, couldn't we? Yeah. It's 3 by 3. Okay. Platform. So handy for this kind of thing. To dig down. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we are. Note to self, do not hook this up until we're ready. So yeah, from memory, this is also going to produce some of our... It produces mob essence, I think. But it also... Yeah, let's just power it up, let's see what happens. To be honest. I'm trying to double check this. Yeah, so we've got the meat products. Our poor little guy. Our mob essence is there, but we need to pull it out someplace because we can use mob essence. Wait a second. Oh really? You're in range? Well, you're going to be a little bit lonely. I'm going to have to go and get another cow. Damn it. I knew I shouldn't hook this up. Bad things happen. There we go. Yeah, but you've still got some power. Okay. So, we're going to want to extract the mob essence. Store it somewhere. And that's murdered the other cow. Oh, perfect. I need to move this back. Let's see what the range is. Too low. This little guy is brave. Okay, let's hope that that solves the problem. Yeah. Okay. That'll do for now. I need more feedstock, of course, but that's not going to be a problem. I need to extract this, so I'm going to need a couple more items. Start with some fluid ducts, and you may or may not have guessed, but temporarily I'm just going to store it in some tanks. We'll use these open blocks tanks again. Don't need to be anything fancy. I am going to make another railcraft tank for mob essence, and it is going to be downstairs next to the others, so yeah, I'll just do that off camera. We've already shown making those. What am I needing? Fluid ducts? Okay, cool. I have one more tesseract. Be nice to have more than one. If only we had a system that could make them. Make 3 actually. I've got enough shiny metal, hopefully, to make them. We'll come back to that in a minute. Yeah, we should just be able to dump this on top. There we go. And if I now create frequency 2, we could still use frequency 1 because we're sending fluids at the same time as energy. We don't really need to do this, but it just helps for labeling purposes. Mob essence. Frequency 2, add, yep. And we're sending fluid, send. Disable. So it's not actually obviously grinding anything yet because this little guy has not grown up. When he does, he's going to get ground up by that system, which is okay, I suppose. We also going to need to feed the cows I go and collect again from this this thing. So I'm going to need another Mine Factory Reloaded item. Let's go and see if we can make that and grab our other tesseracts. One's been made. Good. That's enough for now. So it's going to go in here, but because I want somewhere to transfer it to, I'm going to put something in here first. So, Mob Essence is pretty much the same as Liquid XP. Yeah, that we got down here from Mob Essence berries. Well, the same thing applies for this stuff. But this stuff can be used for very different purposes. And one of those purposes is making more mobs. We can spawn things with Mob Essence. So in order to do that though, we need to collect it in the first place. Mob Essence, yes. Ignored, and I want to sea fluid. Yeah, you're all sorted. So hopefully I shouldn't need a fluid duct into that tank. If I do, we'll soon find out about it. Wonder if I have any safari nets I can use to test this with. Yeah, I need one. Hopefully I need one. Oh, there it goes. So there's no mob essence. And do we have any in our tank? We should do. Oh, yes we do. Okay, it's so tiny amount, it doesn't even show up. And it's in that block. And this one, and this one, and this one. Yeah, it's so tiny, it doesn't even render. But it is in there. I promise it's in there. So that is all fine. We need some way of feeding them. Let's have a look. No, no, no. The breeder. I want to say it's the breeder. Right, golden carrots, golden apples. Alright. This may take a little bit of automating to do properly, but you know what? We're not going to require that many of them, so let's get a stack of apples. Carrots. And I think it's gold all around them, hopefully, if I remember rightly. No. Oh, it's gold nuggets. Okay, that's cheaper. That's fine by me. Wow, this manual crafting thing. I'm already losing the skills. 3, 4. And apples. You're going to be full gold, aren't you? You just know this is going to be full gold. Yeah, of course. Sure, they're trolling me. Luckily we're getting lots of gold. That took quite a bit just to convert across. Fine, so you and you are going into the system and I want to get a breeder. That's one. And again, this will be where we want. This shouldn't matter how close it is, hopefully, so again I'm gonna hope I'm getting this the right way around. Didn't. I wish this was more consistent about which way around you got these. Yep, so we're just going to feed in wheat to this thing and feed in some power too. So let's just make some power. I'm out of conduit. Should be enough. There you go, you're alive. And if I were to throw you in there, it's obviously trying to find something to feed. Hi. Right, I'm going to need my lasso. Shouldn't have used that far enough. Should have used the lasso, whatever you want to call it. There we are. Can we find a cow nearby? And it also helps when you jump like this to have a jetpack on. No, that's a horse, that's a cow. There we go. What? Ah, there's another cow. Cool, we can go back for you. Let's just hope that that grinder down there is not in range. One. Really shouldn't be. I have to check the ranges on them. Of course, in addition to the essence, what we also want to do is the items, because we want the beef. And that would be a nice thing just to automatically cook. A bit better than apples, put it that way. So you're trying to escape. Yep, so it's bred something. And that's been pulled into our grinder room. And these haven't been ground yet, which is a good sign. So that should then send on our mob essence. But we kind of also like to send on the items. Now we could send it over the same channel. Yeah, we could. Because we could just use item ducts to pull out of the other end. And since this is going to be a farming channel for mob essence, the items we can just pull in, we can just send into our system. Hopefully. So I want an import bus. And I want some cable. Probably more than 3. Input bus has been created. See how much faster that is. So because this is a tesseract, I don't need it. In fact, I didn't need the cable. I've got a connection right here. That, I'm going to say that's foresight, but it clearly wasn't. So let's see if upstairs. We need to wait for these adults to grow up, which is kind of annoying. Which I may have to cut while these grow up and get ground. Oh no, one's been ground, I think. Yep, so hopefully in our system now we should see some beef. If everything's working, we should see beef. $35. Great, so there was already some in there previously. 43 at the moment. And how many leather do we have in the system? Okay, so 3 leather. So 43 and 3. Let's see what happens when the other baby cow, the calf, grows up. It's going to take a bit of time though. So I'm just going to go off screen and sort some other stuff out. Be right back. One quick amend. I forgot to change this so that it will receive items. It's fine. And the same in the farm upstairs. Let's see if it's actually managed to kill anything yet. Although we'll have to change the setting first before anything gets done. Sending items and fluid. Yeah, we got 4 calves. And we've got 4 cows again. Thankfully they're not getting slaughtered, so leave, you know, at least 5, 6 spaces. It's probably only 5, usually 5 by 5 kind of farms I've seen using this, but yeah, leave at least that amount of room so that you don't slaughter your own feedstock. Bad idea. Bad idea. We're coming to the end of the episode, but just to briefly see if they've managed to get anything yet. Still 43 beef. Okay, so briefly to explain where I'm going to go next while this is just waiting for those calves to grow up. I've got put wheat in here manually, but what we really should be doing is feeding it in. Well, I can feed it in with yet another Tesseract. Yeah, I'm a real fan of these things. But we need a wheat farm to do that. But since you've already seen me do this kind of thing for this, you know, we've already got a farm that can create this with using harvesters. And right at the bottom, just down there, you see the planter. It'll be a very, very, very similar thing for wheat. I'm just going to put it nowhere near the base because I want it to produce quite a bit of wheat. And I'll just go and plant it somewhere else and put a chunk loader next to it, and it will produce wheat from now until the end of time, or the server runs out. You died yet? No? Really? Next episode, maybe between the episodes, because it's not too dissimilar. I want to do a similar thing for sheep, but with sheep, I don't really want to slaughter them. You can slaughter them and get wool from them, the babies anyway. These obviously don't have any wool, because I've not got any grass down here anymore. They eat it all really quickly. A quick solution to that, by the way, is just to put a fence around them and then put grassy blocks around the outside of that, so it'll migrate inwards towards the sheep where they eat it, regenerate the wool. But I don't really want to slaughter them. I want to just harvest the wheat away from them. So I'll see if one of the MFR blocks can do that. So they should be. Are you dead yet? Oh, come on. No, they're going to be obstinate. Similarly, the same thing for the chickens. The difference with the chickens, though, you've seen all the blocks before. All we're going to do with those, they drop eggs, and eggs create more chickens. So you don't even need to feed them seeds or anything. You're going to get lots of seeds from the farm menu, so you could feed them seeds, just as we've done before. But an easier way is you place a black vacuum hopper down. The vacuum hopper is going to pull in all the eggs. Pipe that straight to a dispenser or something that will throw the eggs, like this, into another chamber, and that other chamber has a grinder, and the grinder will just wait for them to grow up. And then slaughter them, which is nice. Maybe not, but it's nice. So from that we'll get obviously chicken, and we'll also get feathers. And feathers, obviously, we've used before in Thaumcraft, but yeah, we can just stock them in the system. Again, we're getting a really nice AE system now. Ooh, that's bred something. That's 5 sheep there, 5 cows. You really should have. That's bred something. How have you imported? No, still not imported. Fine. I will wait for that to happen off camera. But we've reached the end of the episode. We've cleaned everything up, and we're starting into automation. As you can see, huge amounts of ore coming in. Next episode, I think I want to use that and show you what to do with this top level. The top level, we haven't really used all that much. And that's because I want to make solar panels up here. Solar panels are going to be amazing, but they cost a lot of iron. At least the ones I'm going to make are going to cost a lot of iron. Do not even attempt it until you have 3,000 to 4,000 iron per solar panel. They're going to be that expensive. But the important part about them is that they will replace the lava. We no longer will need to move our pump into the nether. And yes, those of you who have played this pack may well be saying, hey, but you can just hook up your steam boiler. Oh, good God. You can, yeah, die. Die. Huh, got a headset. Yes, sorry. So those of you who played this before will just say, but you can just put a steam turbine up here. Steam turbine's a multi-block just like this. You can attach it to your steam boiler and it produces IC2 power. But the problem with the steam boiler, the steam turbine, is that the turbines break, and I don't really fancy an item that you need to maintain. I'm lazy. I want something that's automatic. So in that regard, we want something like solar power, which we're going to get to. I think we really should go get it to it next episode. So for now, thanks very much for watching. Please remember to subscribe for new episodes, and leave any comments below with any questions you've got about anything you've seen in this episode. Till now, thanks very much. Till next time, thanks very much. Greatest is signing off.